Let's see what we got. Is it going? Is it going? Live chat. Hello. Let's go ahead and get that link going. How do I share it? How do I share it? Oh, probably the arrow at the top, huh? There we go. Copy link. Close. There we go. I can get started. Hopefully music isn't too loud and you can actually hear me. Otherwise this would be really awkward. Okay, and so first things first. I have my pattern for the head, which is, just in a bag, all the different pieces. And we're done. And we just got these come in. These are the eye blanks. This is going to be in the head, which I was very excited about. They match the ones that are in Purple's Deer, which is like the dimensions we were trying to go for, because the first time turned out really bad, which is what is in the thumbnail. Like, it was bad. Don't try and make your own eye blanks. That's what we learned. But, oh, I forgot to grab a tape measure. It should be within my reach, isn't it? It sure is. Okay, and so, since we were on vacation, most of the time he's like my entire motivation. Like, that's just motivations for him just being over here. And he's not here. So I'm like, how do we get motivation? And hopefully not smack the desk with my mic. That's probably really loud. Hello, Cheesy. Hello, Star Fox. How's it going? I'm making a fursuit head today. Oh, why did I get a ping? In general. Hell yeah. Yes, we're making it. Audio quality sound. Okay, you know what? Is it the microphone that sounds like awfulness? Because there's like 3 different mics, and I didn't know which one I'm supposed to be like connecting to, because none of them are labeled, because I am a gremlin and don't do things correctly. But anyways, so I have a nice big piece of foam. Well, how's everybody doing in the chat? Okay, I have a notebook on the floor that has all of Zoom's measurements in it. Oh, not Zoom, totally not Zoom. Has all the measurements that I need for this. And dude has like 23-inch round head, in case you wanted to know. Which is gonna be like the whole thing. Okay, so I don't need to cut that way, but it needs to be 6, 8, so about 11. It's so scuffed already, better than a suit. Okay, that's just mean. Got my white sleeves on and everything, and you're just bullying me already. So I cut things in a weird way, like I measure them weird and mark them, because I don't actually have a ruler to go all the way across like you're supposed to. I can try and change the microphone, but it might wind up being even worse. I don't know. So that's a risk we could take if we get annoyed with this microphone enough. Because technically, the only microphone that's labeled is the webcam, which might wind up being even worse. Okay, if you say so. But if we change your mind, that's okay too. Oops, don't mark the gun. Oh, also, if I wind up burning myself, please don't tell Zoom. He's gonna yell at me again. I do it so often, but I'm not good with glue. Well, let me put my hands on the table so you see what I'm doing, right? Got a nice soft tape measure here. Okay, and then there's hair on this. That's something that people don't tell you about having long hair, is that you just shed everywhere. Like, I swear I shed more hair than the dog. But she's on the couch, by the way. Also, can you guys hear the music that I have going? It's supposed to be copyright free, but we'll see. I'm getting more pings. Oh no, you weren't supposed to be in here. Get out of here, Zoom. Fuck off. It's only foam right now. Ah, shit, dude. But yeah, I feel like we're in a manic phase right now because I dyed my hair black. I cut off like 2 inches and then I cut myself bangs. And I'm like, I really have bad impulse control when it's just me, don't I? It's okay. We'll pretend that Zoom isn't in the chat, so then he doesn't have to know. Okay. Ow! I just kicked the desk. Okay, so this is like basically the bucket that everything goes onto. And so I have some very, very precise measurements of where the eyes and stuff get to go. But we have this lovely AI-generated measurement sheet that is totally not creepy looking at all, you know? Yay! He says he can't hear it, so that's good. Oh wait, I forgot the other pieces. Okay, so there's supposed to be like this X that goes at the top of the bucket. Manic episode. Okay, you don't want to be. Yeah, okay, see, the thing is like, I go between phases of just being like, I don't want to move or do anything, to just doing everything. And Zoom fell off. Yikes. Was Zoom ever on to begin with? That's the good question. I probably should have plugged the glue in ahead of time, but oh well. There we go. Okay. Also, you like my sleeves? I made them myself because I get anxious and scratch the fuck out of my arms. Anyways, we need some rectangles. I shouldn't have put the glue up here already. Let me just flip it on its side so I don't knock it over. And then I have to take about maybe 3 inches. I probably could be measuring this, but I don't wanna. Okay, there we go. It's only a little bit scuffed, you know? This is the first time I'm streaming from my laptop. Which I also went and bought like this fancy stand thing to put this camera on because it is broken. So, also, hello, I got 7 people here. How you guys doing? I have like 3 people in the chat, and one of them isn't supposed to be here. Fuck off, Zoom. Go do your stuff. I don't know what is there to do in Colorado other than snow. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's wrapped around my foot. The cord. Okay. It'll be fine. Is it hot yet? No, it's not. Is this on? Yes, it is. Should do morning streams. What? This just so happened to be like when I woke up and ate lunch, so I don't know. That's just how it is. So our glue isn't hot yet, so now you get to be insufferable with me instead. And pick dog hair out of this. Okay, but like the last time you did it, it was awful. There's fascism in Colorado? What does that even mean? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You should put on its side, but it's not even hot yet, so I figured it'd be fine. Okay, I'll have plenty of time to burn myself with that. Oh, I could be cutting out the other pieces while I'm waiting. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it is almost noon here when it's not mountain time. So. And Cheesy is in a different time zone, I know that. Okay, but like, look at this. Walmart has actually gotten the foam in stock and like a decent bit of it, which I feel like is because we've been buying so much of it that they are actually like, this sells, let's order it. Which also the price went up, and I am upset about that. Foam reveal? Where's my tiny scissors? There we go. Satisfying. And I can throw this in the trash can that I have behind me. I also thought about, I really want to do some cooking stream. That's a bunch. What? Trash. Okay, so, oh, fuck. Well, there goes all the glue. Okay, so we're doing it a little bit differently in that I think, so this is the muzzle piece. This is basically what the nose goes on. The nose goes like here. No, like that. So I think I want to make it a little bit longer and then hollow out the side. Hey, it's bronze! Look at that! Hi! Oh, I should make you guys mods, huh? I don't have any of those. Looky there! Boo. Okay, fuck off, YouTube. I know what I did. You can't just, like, block the whole screen. There we go. Now you get the wrenches. Ta-da! Zoom should say something so that I can see if it worked on his too. I don't need the pins right now. Okay, also, I've got like this new diet thing, right? And it's supposed to be like, no grains or any kind of gluten, and it sucks. But I made this cauliflower rice yesterday, and it turned out so good. I was so surprised because everyone that I hear talking about cauliflower rice, they're like, it's terrible, don't eat it, it's not even worth it. But they're lying. It was amazing. Okay, so I need 3 from 2-inch foam, but I only have 1-inch foam, so I have to do 6 of them. I've never actually had cauliflower rice before, so I didn't know. I put a ton of seasoning in it, though, so it turned out super good. I'm getting distracted and not drawing this on here like I'm supposed to be. Okay, and I'm going to add an extra inch onto the back side of this, but I'm still going to mark out where it originally was, just in case I change my mind. Okay. Yeah, see the thing with cauliflower though is I noticed like a raw cauliflower was almost $3, but I could get frozen cauliflower that's already like pre-cooked and everything for like 98 cents. And I'm like, why would I buy a raw cauliflower and then have to worry about figuring out how to cook it when I can just get it pre-cooked and just chop it up and throw it in a skillet? Like I just put a fuck ton of seasoning on it and like browned it in the skillet, and then I did half of the cauliflower, half normal rice, and it turned out really good. I was really surprised. Also, I guess I could be in a Discord call with Bronze, but what's the fun in that? I could be over here torturing you guys with my voice. Oops. Yeah, see, the only other time that I had cauliflower rice is when my mom made it, and she's a terrible cook, so I don't know why I was so determined to think that it was terrible when that was my only experience is my mom cooking it. So, there's that. Okay. Which also, I don't know if you guys could have seen it in the background. You probably will once I move all of this. But I am also making the suit for purple, and the fur just came in like on the 27th. Yeah, the eyes are what fucked it up, and I already discussed we got these super cool eye blanks that match the deer that purple has. It's like the same dimensions as his suit, so they should work out a lot better. So, second being the padding, I don't know. Yeah, I really like these. I don't really like the texture on them, but I don't want to sand them in case that ruins them. Because I know normally when people get rid of the texture from 3D printing, they use like this little hot iron thing. And that sounds really dangerous and sounds like something that I should not mess with. So we are not going to. Okay, you know what, Zoom? Maybe you should, like, shut up. Because you're not here to help. So, if the mic is awful, the mic is awful. Cheesy said it was fine. God. Certification in rat tickling? Why would you want that? What the fuck? Cheesy, what are you on about? Yeah, see, the thing is whenever I set up all of my microphones, I was a dumbass and didn't label any of my microphones. So I don't know which one it's coming through, but it was either this one or the webcam mic. Which I could switch it over to the webcam mic and you guys could tell me if it sounds any better. Which I doubt it will. I should probably be doing this where you guys could see it, huh? I know I did read this thing recently, where there's these rats in, it's one of the islands around Asia, where they're like trained to go into collapsed buildings where there's a lot of earthquakes and stuff, and find survivors, and they got like these little backpacks with cameras on them, and they're just trained to go off and be like that. It's cool. I'll have to find that sometime and share it with Bronze. I think you'd enjoy it. Because they're cute. They're like really spoiled rats, too. Okay. Look, I could switch the microphone to the webcam mic and you guys could tell me if we're down to try that. Because I'm getting hella viewers right now, right? See, Bronze says it sounds fine, and I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not, so I'm gonna pretend that it's not, or is it gonna keep going? Your stream's 8 minutes behind. You know what that sounds like? A personal problem. Skill issue. Alright. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? I chose some nice copyright-free lo-fi. Yeah, I might be a personal problem, but I'm your personal problem now. Get wrecked. This is all bent. Hey, look at that. It's like curved. I'll have to do something about that. We'll leave it like that for now. I need 2 more. There's no music? Why is there no music? Maybe if I turn up the desktop audio. And then while I'm here, let's go ahead, change the microphone. Okay, maybe that one's better. Is that one any better? Okay, I need 2 more muzzle pieces. And my hair's in my face. You hear something now. Do you hear the whispers? That's annoying. Wait, no. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. We're doing it. These are in the way. We need 2 more of these. There we go. It's supposed to be like an Asian style lo-fi music, which I was like, yeah, whatever, but it says it's copyright free, so we'll go with it. Does the mic sound any better? The mic is quiet. Okay, I can turn that up though. No, I can't. It's at max. Okay. Well, yikes. I'm just a quiet person in general, though, so I'm not surprised. There we go. Get it all together. Oh, I don't know if Zoom is still here, but I was gonna ask him. He asked me for my biscuit recipe again, and I was gonna ask if he actually made them. Because I was wanting to do some cooking streams sometime too. Because I know I can cook fairly well. Zoom cannot. He's a bad cook. Don't tell him I said that. He's not as bad as like my mom, but he's kind of clueless and he doesn't read the instructions all the way before he just starts doing things. That I have to keep this pretty low. No, this says there's 4. It's okay. I don't mind there not being a lot of people. I'm just crafting. Making some foam. I'm just here for my own motivational purposes. Yeah, you're right, Cheesy. The definition of fuck around and find out, and it pisses me off. He came over and he made fudge in my apartment one time, and it was, I wound up just like, it was interesting. He fell asleep on the floor, and I wound up having to do the last couple steps. Okay, I'm gonna pull the trash can closer. Ah, it's on the floor. That is not the trash can. He really fudged it up. Yeah, dude. That's too high on the wrist. It needs to come back down some. Last one. Those over there. Well, that's gonna be interesting. Welcome back soon. Totally wasn't talking about you. Quick, run and hide. Everybody scatter. Guys, think of my ginormous scissors, by the way. I am very proud of these things now because they do an excellent job at everything. What the fuck? Zoom's being toxic in the chat. Mom. You can't say that, he's a minor. Yeah, I was telling everybody about the time that you fell asleep on the floor while making fudge. I've done a lot worse. I fell asleep once. Hey, what the fuck? I didn't even get to see those. What are you doing? You can't. Zoom's mad with power. Oh my god. Did you just ban paper? What the fuck? Paper's just chilling and you're just being a bully. God, dude. Chill. Okay. Bucket piece. Zoom's crying right now. Dude, leave paper alone. He's just vibing. Zoom is a menace. Whoop. I'm knocking shit over. It smells hot. I really want to touch it. I think it's hot enough now. You're not here to stop me. I can do all the chaotic things now. No touchy. I'm Zoom. I know how to have safe practices. No, I do what I want. Subhuman activities. Okay, now you're just being mean back, and I'm gonna allow Zoom to be mean to you if you're just gonna be mean to him too. Oh, I just need to hold this here. Okay, wobble wobble. Not quite. Okay, what if because I need to pick up the glue sticks off the ground. So what if I put the scissors on it so it lays flat? And then I drop the glue, so I will be under the desk for a second. Don't worry about it. Ooh-ah, there we go. I got glue sticks again. Which I'm gonna have to wind up buying more before the end of this, I just know it. But a 10-second timeout? What is the point of a 10-second timeout? Is the stream screeching? Do I screech? Is that my voice now? What? Well, just set that aside. I'm doing too much. About to be a sticky situation. Is it because it's glue or because there's sticks? Okay, secure this a tiny bit more. Both. Wow, thanks, Bronze. You don't even have a profile picture. What a nerd. Does anybody else hear high-pitched ringing noises coming from the stream, or is it only cheesy? That is the true test. Okay, where did my creepy sheet go? Let me pull up OBS so I can see. It's slightly screechy. Wow, thanks. There we go. Gaslit by your own brain. Sorry, bud. Can't help you with that one. I also have tinnitus, so I wouldn't be able to tell. The definition of self-sabotage. Is it though? Is it? Okay, so... find the center. The other side too.
Bronze doesn't chat on your streams. Yeah, it's because I'm Bronze's favorite, sorry. Wahahaha. You're a waste of trees. You're so mean. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Ah, the cat. It's running away from me. 4 inches from the top. That's where the top of the nose is gonna be. And 3. And we're down to 5. Mm. 6 for the nose. And about 2.5 at the bottom. Okay. This is basically what's going to be our eye holes. These are really nice. Okay. Let's see. Whoop. Drawing it like that's hard. I did that. The cap is trying to escape. Okay, and then need some at the bottom of the mouth. Oh, I left my mannequin head on the other side of the room. I should probably go grab that. Yeah, Bronze has a profile picture now. Look how cool it is. Shall you see? This eye's kind of faded, huh? It's a little wonky. Ta-da! Okay. I'm gonna take off my headset and go and grab the mannequin head because I need to be able to put this on there. Be right back. Okay, I've got it, guys. I don't think you have paper, I'm gonna be honest. You never really say positive things. You're just kind of vibing. Wouldn't you just love to have a giant pair of scissors poke through your eye? Doesn't that sound like so much fun? But water is good. I could have sworn you just said that crying is a waste of water, not that water is good. Okay, now the other eye. I'm just gonna jab it in there. Snip. It's doing great. It doesn't count as a person. What doesn't count as a person? What are you talking about? The foam that I'm jabbing into its eyes, or are we talking about paper? Because both of those seem kind of strange. Having the chat for paper's ego. Oof. At least he stopped obsessing over his reputation. Water doesn't count as a person, I guess. Yeah, I guess unless somebody like designs their character on water. So many fucked up jokes from what? I am clueless. These scissors are so nice. Oh, I'm so glad I got these. Is it wet? Is the water wet? Hmm? Okay. Here we go. Ta-da! Nice. First try. It looks so goofy. Oh, I hate it. I hate it, guys. Oh no. Let's see. I think I should cut it a little shorter, but also maybe not, because last time I thought that was a little short too. I put like an extra inch on this. Oh, and I forgot to cut out the neck holes. Oh, that's important. Okay, let me do that real quick. You're not going to be able to look around if you don't have those. It'd be really awkward. Blech. He's falling over. My poor abused mannequin head because of somebody sticking a Dremel into it. I wonder who that could have been. Let me just eyeball this. I think I can do it. Come on, come on. There we go. Look at this nice little piece of foam. Let me just get rid of. Now you can actually like look up and stuff. Okay. There we go. First step. All done. That's not even how you spell Dremel. You're just being dumb. Okay, I need to cut off an inch from the top. I think I'm going to mark that one because that's a bit more precise. Where did I put my marker? Oh, I found it. Okay, let me first make this line bigger so I don't cut it off. So I need that middle. There's garbage everywhere. Miscook? What are you talking about? What'd you do, Cheesy? Oh, we should play Lethal Company against him, Type Cheesy. And Bronze also has it, so we can include him as well. So that was tons of fun. We can do all the things now that Zoom's not here. Fursuit would be an excellent choice to rob a bank in. Wow. I guess you're not wrong. And this is better than like the people that do like pantyhose. Can we see a Payday 2 update with just fursuits? That would be really funny. You pass out from overeating. I mean, you're not wrong. That is what would likely happen. Okay. So then... So I can always cut more off, but it's a bit harder to put it back on. So I'm going to cut it a little bit long. That's too much. That's going to be way too much. Don't talk about that part. Yeah, that totally important part, you know. Overheating. You like arson, I guess. Just don't do it here, because I would like for my things to not burn. I'll burn myself. That's easy. But burning objects. Have you ever like burnt stuff that's like not supposed to burn? So it has this very specific smell of things that aren't supposed to burn versus like burning leaves. I always noticed that. Like once when we burnt a mattress and it just smelled like garbage. It was bad. Also, don't like roast marshmallows when you're burning garbage because then they taste like garbage. I learned that the hard way. Okay. For entertainment. Can this solidify already? Okay, what's going on in Discord? I see pings. Whee! We're doing great. Okay. And then, let's see. I want it to be a bit of a dome, just in case. Because I can always add more foam into here if it's too big, but I can't really, you know, make this arch bigger. So I'm gonna cut it right there. What would bring you happiness? Burning things? Burning trash? Would you burn yourself? Oh! You're not trash paper, I promise. There's somebody out there who likes you. Ew. Actually, there aren't any radioactive elements in carbon monoxide detectors anymore. They removed those in like the 90s, early 2000s. I have hair in my face. Oh, Purple's fursuit. You know, my brother actually had one similar to that until a cat died in it, and then he had to throw it away. That's such a morbid fact. I don't know why I decided to share that. I am so sorry. We're just waiting on glue to dry now. Okay. It's doing it. Okay. Now our other pieces. Go on these other sides. So let me cut this in half. That's not quite half, but it'll work. And like that. Burn with gasoline. Do you know that diesel doesn't actually burn like most, like regular gasoline? I always thought that was interesting. Woo! The stream of watching me hold glue together. Isn't that so much fun? And you get to see my hands. It's almost there. Putting flame retardant on the fursuit. No, you didn't put flame retardant on the fursuit. You made stuff. You put stuff on there that makes it more flamey. Like, yes, let's put alcohol dyes and UV protectant that's also like flame. Not what's the opposite of like flame retardant? Accelerant. There we go. Horrible idea. Sounds hot. yeah, Bronze, you're so right. Resin is flammable. because you only used half of the resin. You didn't use both parts. When you put them together, it's not flammable, but the one part is very flammable, and you're not even supposed to just throw it away in the trash because it might spontaneously combust. Bet you didn't know that. Huh? Yeah. Anyways, don't worry about it. We made it out safe. You threw things in the trash and they didn't combust, so you're safe. It's fine. The same thing happens with wood stains, certain wood stains. So like you have to put the rags that you stain with in a metal bucket because they do just catch fire randomly. Okay. That's staining. On the other side. Is that gonna be enough? Not quite. I should do this. Spontaneous human combustion. You know, I don't think that would feel very good. That's too much. Let's see. I'll go ahead and glue this one side on so I can get it better. I haven't burnt myself once yet, chat. Are you proud of me? We're doing great today, as far as not getting burnt goes. Oops. Wasn't supposed to let go yet. Florida man. Oh gosh. There's something that I seen recently that was like the Unsent project, where like you look up your name and it's got like a bunch of stuff of things that people were meant to send to people with your name. And so it gets like really trippy when you have a rare name like I do. And it's like suicide notes and stuff. And it's really creepy. And some of them are like love letters that never got sent, whatever. You know, just stuff. I want to take a drink, but this is not dry yet. Or maybe it is, look at that. Drink time. Oh, I got a nice Mickey Mouse cup. Very nice. Well, I think a lot of people have the same name as you, Bronze. Your name isn't exactly rare. Neither is Zoom's. You guys have very common names. Is it paper? Are you sure about that? Have you ever met anybody that has the same name as you? I guess for anybody can answer that. I meet people who have my middle name a lot, so it's fairly common, but my first name is not. No, bad Zoom. We could share that story though. Hello Fufu, how's it going? And welcome back, Star Fox. Okay, and now we have our bucket head, guys. We can move on to the next part. Yes, yes. My camera's a little too short to show it all. Hello! I'll put that over here. Oh, I just touched the glue gun. That hurt. Okay. Cheesy was right. Oh gosh. Now I get to glue all of these together, which I do have an idea to Zoom as a bucket head confirmed. Yeah, well, the last time I did this, Zoom was here for me to just put it on him to make sure that it fit correctly, but this time he's not. But anyways, I have an idea. Instead of like gluing them all together and then carving out the channel in the middle, which is where you're supposed to like breathe and stuff. Yeah, story of Zoom witnessing a ton of car break-ins in a single week. Yeah. But anyways, I'm cutting out the channel before I glue them together, so then I have less cutting to do later. Right? I feel like that's a good idea. But anyways, when we were searching up illegal chemicals to try and figure out what would be the best to use to dye artificial fur, there was like these dudes out there in the parking lot outside of my apartment just like busting into cars, like 2 cars. They're like, well, that's not good. Call it in, you know. They jump the fence, cops show up, search for them, never find the guys. It's whatever. But they would have probably broken into more cars if we didn't call. So that's good. But anyways, as we're talking to the cops, they were having a hard time spelling my last name. So I just told them, you know, it's just spell it. It's like camel with a bra. And the guy laughed. But then a couple weeks later, the same cop shows up at the place that I work, because I work at a school and they don't actually have their own security, so they have off-duty police officers act as their security. And the guy just comes up to me, he's like, so, camel with a bra, huh? And I'm like, ah, shit. I didn't think I'd ever see this guy again. It was very funny, though. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna make sure this side is the most accurate, because I can trim the rest of them down. L last name. You don't even know what it is. You're just being mean about it, aren't you? Couldn't be me. Oh man, that's something else. I've been, you know, here by myself, so I've been watching old streams because I want sound, and I realized I am so mean to Zoom. I'm so mean in the early streams. I'm like, why did you even put up with me? I'm so mean to you. Okay. I think that'll straighten it out if I glue that. Okay. He needs some paper. He needs some milk. Okay, so let's line this in the middle. Not too much glue so that I can still trim it down. That stinks. That smells really bad. What is tisms? It is autism. And wolf. I don't know. Just woke up. Nice. Doing Minecraft. Aw. Bronze, you throwing a newspaper at paper? Why would you do such a thing? That's so rude. How dare you? Well, that didn't happen. Okay. So this is about half of the muzzle now. I'll add one more piece on either side. And then we'll trim it up to be an actual muzzle shape. I'm doing this in a really weird order, I'm not gonna lie. Order. Wow. I can speak. I know English. Okay. Yeah, I do think when I first meet people, I tend to be pretty mean in general. So I always expect people to be mean, especially on the internet. A lot of times, especially when I'm interacting with guys, it's always like their first instinct is to be mean, so I be mean ahead of time. Giving paper the newspapers, so he'll be informed. Well, I don't think paper actually cares about facts most of the time. test out the limits of how awful you can. You know, I don't think I want to be an awful person just for no reason. Always, yeah, dude, always down to fight. That's one thing I know. If I do get to the point to have the little emojis on stream, I have a gremlin emoji that I put in the thumbnail. It's definitely gonna be one. But yeah, also, planning on doing cooking streams. And anytime I make something new, especially since I'm on this new fancy, totally fun diet, anytime I make something new that I haven't ever made before, I want to try and stream it. Show you guys too. I think that'd be fun. Million sub special. I don't know, 20, 30. Dude, I can't drop kick. You think I can reach people's faces? My legs are short. I'm like all torso. I am the one to be dropped kick. We are small. Okay, last piece. Look how big this is. That's crazy, dude. But that'll go on. How about like that? It's gonna... Oh man, that's gonna be weird. But it'll be covered up by the other parts, so it's fine. This is really long now. Which I want it to be kind of thinner, so I didn't do more than the 2 for the channel. Because when I was looking at foxes in particular, they got like wide at the end and a little bit skinnier, and then it widens back out, right? As long as you have momentum. I think you underestimate or overestimate me. I'm not gonna drop kick somebody. That'd be mean. Okay, now we start cutting. Ah. Yeah, we are spending months on one fursuit. You're right. Because this is the first time I ever did anything like this. But I have another one that's going to be starting soon. And that'll go a whole lot faster. It wasn't a 1K. We're at about 400 on it. On the cost for Zoom Suit. Which from what I realized, because of how much we spent on experimentation and stuff, it doesn't actually cost that much less for materials to do it this way as opposed to where I just bought all of the fur for purples. I'm sure there's plenty of things that people spend a lot of money on that you barely use. It's like ladies that buy a ton of expensive purses. I don't understand that. It's like you're just gonna use it for one night and then never again. Or like prom dresses or everything else. There's a lot of things that people spend a lot of money on that you only use once or twice. Which I think, you know, people who are really dedicated are going to use fursuits more than that. They got all their meetups and stuff. Hello, Eldritch Esther. Welcome. How's it going? I've never actually gotten into a fight. I've walked through multiple fights, like just walked through the middle of them, but I've never gotten into a fight. The foam is sticking to my hand and it's driving me nuts. Stream length triples. Yeah, okay. Sounds like you have some personal experience there, Cheesy. Have you brought up Warhammer in Purple's chat before? Oh, speaking of Purple, I just finished off making a maid dress for him. And it's still drying. So you guys won't see it for a while, but you should ask him about it sometime. In elementary school, you've injured people. How do you... What is your elementary school like? A bunch of, like, kindergartners running around with knives or something? What? See, I don't know anything about Warhammer, though. Wow, Bronze. It's such a great pun. You're just so funny. Shame. Shame in the chat. It won't get off of my hand! I hate it here! Ew. These scissors are really heavy. They're hurting my wrist. Okay, so about my brother getting into fights though. He made this giant metal spoon in his welding class in high school. I'm pretty sure he's like one of the main reasons that teacher quit, but he made this giant metal spoon and smacked somebody with it. Like, then knocked him to the ground. Like, imagine you get into a fight with a comically large spoon, yes. Like, it was about as tall as he was. And then another time he made a full suit of armor in his welding class and the school took it away from him. Because I guess they didn't like the idea of him having weapons after the whole spoon incident. My brother's kind of crazy. But he's a different kind of crazy than the rest of the family, so we just accept it. And she was over here on Christmas Eve. They left on Christmas Day. That's a whole lot of drama. He's ready for war. He was! He had like a full suit of armor. I keep trying to convince me to make me a sword. But he's like, that's hard. I don't know how. I'm like, but then you can just make one of the swords from the Uruk Hai. And then if it turns out like shit, it's okay because they're the villains. And their swords aren't really meant to be all fancy and pretty. He still says no though. growing pile of foam. Is Paper still here? I hope not. Paper's reading the newspaper. Maybe. He's gonna come back with some weird opinions. He's always got the strangest things to say. Paper does. Like, I never know what to expect from him. It's just always so random. Secondhand embarrassment to Paper of all people. How dare you? Everybody shame Zoom for a second. I'm torturing poor innocent Paper. What Paper ever do to you? He's just vibing. Legs didn't go anything like this. What do you mean? What are you talking about? The legs are actually a lot easier than this. Yeah, Paper is genuinely just constantly kind of mean. You know, sometimes people are mean because that's all people have been to them. So they don't know how to act, because nobody's ever been nice to them. You know, Zoom, I would hope the legs are different than the head. I don't think you want a set of legs on your face. That's weird as fuck. God. Woohoo. We're getting there though. It's almost a uniform shape, and then I can start carving out to be what I actually want it to be. Be something out of the Thing. I've never actually seen that. I know it's a horror movie. I don't know. Is there any like horror movies you guys watched like you were way too young to watch it and like traumatized you? Look, Cheesy, Zoom's legs are so long I had to customize the pattern that I have to be able to fit this dude. Like, freakishly tall. It's stupid. Like, I had to max out the pattern to be as long as possible, and then it still was somehow too short. See, I watched the movie Twister a long time ago, which has, like, multiple reasons why it's terrifying to me, but I still cannot watch that movie. But I love the original Children of the Corn movie. You're just mad because he's speaking the truth, Zoom. You know that you're a string bean. You're built like a scarecrow. Slenderman looking ass. Okay. String beans and cheese? String beans are their own thing. It's not, like, in cheese. Okay, let me get rid of this pile of foam, because it's bothering me. It's sticking to my hands, and I hate it! Cute scarecrow. I don't think so. Is any... Okay, I shouldn't ask that, because there definitely are people out there who think that Slenderman is cute, but I think it's just creepy. So let's avoid that topic. Whoop, that just went off. Okay, let's see. Games all over the place, wow. Yeah, see, I have a lot of torso. I don't have a lot of legs though. Gross. Is Slenderman a furry? What does Slenderman look like underneath the white bodysuit? With those I shouldn't say that, never mind. God. Like that leg lamp from A Christmas Story. Flesh. Oh man, that's one of the mods for Lethal Company that I've seen that replaces the bracken with Slenderman. You know, that's just kind of mean to him. You don't have to be like that, you know. I could just move back to Arkansas and leave you here by yourself. Okay. A wide range of kicking ability. Oh, did Bronze leave? Oh yeah, you probably gotta work soon. I can't promise that I won't hurt myself by the time that he's gone, so, or in the time. So I tend to be pretty bad about that. This is great motivation though, to be streaming this, because otherwise I probably would not be working on this, like, at all. Zoom sends a crying emoji with no context. What is he crying about? Nothing, he's just a little bitch boy. Get off of my hands! I hate it, guys. This is the worst. This is why fursuit heads cost so much. They're a pain in the ass. I won't cut off my fingers. It'll be fine. That's not what we should be worried about. Cutting myself, I haven't done very much. However, burning myself, that's where we need to be worried. The tax man cometh. Oh. Oh yeah, that's something else I need to figure out, because if I actually, like, start selling these things, like, normally, I'll have to figure out, like, tax stuff. By normally, I mean, like, on the regular, like, selling a bunch of them. Okay. Huh? Why you gotta come in here and talk about politics? You could just, like, not, you know? Let's see. Kind of somewhere there. Oh yeah, and like the earliest, oh gosh, like written complaint was for EA Nasser, who sold like the worst quality copper ever, and it's a huge meme on Tumblr, enough to the point where Tumblr merch, they have a copper bracelet that is like the complaint for EA Nasser, and I think it is so funny and I want to buy it so bad, but it's expensive. Because Tumblr's merch has like a weird shipping thing. So like if you're buying one thing, everything's super expensive. Oh! Speaking about driving, have you guys ever heard of snowbirds? It's like some kind of phenomenon, I guess, in the winter, where old people driving are like so much worse at driving suddenly, and like all these crashes tend to be with elderly people driving. And so they call them snowbirds. I just recently found out about that. I've heard of bugs. What kind of bugs? Give us a bug fact. I don't know if it's because of the cold. I know there's like sundowners, which is like once the sun goes down, especially during full moons, a lot of elderly people, especially with like dementia and stuff, tend to get like a lot worse. So maybe it's something like that. I figure it has something to do with the seasons. You know, like people get seasonal depression. Maybe it's something similar. What do you guys think? Does it look like a snoot yet? I've never played any kind of Metal Gear Solid. Well, actually, I had a Metal Gear Solid game for the PlayStation 1, which I just recently got a TV, which is just on the floor over there. Don't worry about it. But I played that a long time ago, and I got really confused because I was not reading the directions that you're supposed to do. A spider in your shower. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. Since I lived in the middle of nowhere, there's always spiders everywhere, but they're never just, like, friendly spiders. It's always, like, a brown recluse. See, I can talk to myself for hours. Why is an insect not a bug? What is, like, the definition of a bug, then? I took zoology a long time ago, so I know, like, taxonomy of animals, but not bugs, because that class was always full. Stink bugs or true bugs. There used to be a lot of stink bugs where I grew up, but then it just, like, stopped. I changed my major a lot in college, so I took a lot of really random classes. Like, at one point, I was doing stuff to become a park ranger, so I took, like, earth science and a class specifically on trees, and that was really cool. Okay. Gross. Too many stink bugs, all. Bagel used to get so mad at just random bugs. And turtles in the yard. She always hated turtles. Oh, speaking of bugs that smell when they die, think about like ants, and they have like the weird sulfur smell. My dad always called them protein ants. Of course, it's not the time of year for ants to be around. Oh, dude, and today it was like, the feels like temperature outside was 26. It was crazy. Get off the scissors. What do you think? I think we're getting close to the time where I can start carving out the string. Oh, have you seen? Haha, get wrecked soon. Yeah, it was really cold this morning. I still don't have heat, by the way. So me and Bagel have just been holed up in the bed for most of the day until I come out here to stream. And it's very, very cold. It's like 61 in my apartment at the moment. See, I used to live, my parents' house, right? The neighbors have a pond. It's just there. I don't know. But, like, there's all kinds of turtles and random stuff that just show up in our yard because they want to get to the pond. And then there's, like, the huge creek across the road. And there'll always be, like, minks in, not 28, 26, feels like. But, when I was moving into this apartment, though, it was, like, 110. So 26 is pretty cold compared to what it was. Dude, you guys are getting me off topic so much. I was talking about turtles, and then we're talking about temperature, and then we're back to turtles. Okay, so we're gonna start carving out the muzzle. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The little lips, you know? Talk about the fursuit. But why don't you talk about your fursuit too? This is yours. I was gonna have the thumbnail be the picture that I did of it. Look, Cheesy, you couldn't handle the heat here. I know you couldn't. How about you try moving into a new apartment on the 2nd floor when it's 110 outside with no freaking wind? And it's so dry here. I hate it. But Greenland's the icy one. What if I want to go to Iceland where it's all green? Have some cheese. What kind of cheese is it? Come on, Star Fox. What's your favorite kind of cheese? Cheddar. You know, most super skinny people don't like the cold. That surprises me. I'm always down for some mozzarella. Oh, have you guys heard about the cheese caves? I think they're in Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. That's where it is. There's just like caves that are full of like billion pounds of cheese. Right? Because, I don't know, when I was growing up, there's like the Got Milk commercial and everybody's like pushing milk. So, with like milk and stuff, you pull out a lot of the fat. But then you just have like all this milk fat going. And you're like, well, now what do we do with it? So then they turn it into cheese. But nobody wants to buy the cheese. So then they put out like ad campaigns. They're like, everybody needs to put like cheese on every burger ever. And that's why there's cheese on everything. But there's still too much cheese. So they made these, like the government bought out these caves in St. Louis and just started storing cheese in there. And what's crazy is that the US imports more cheese than it makes. So like we got 1 billion pounds of cheese in this cave, and yet we're still importing more cheese than that? Like, how much cheese does a nation need? This is getting there, though. You're booking a flight to St. Louis. Yeah, forget about the arch. I have hair in my eyes and it's bothering me. Sussy for the cheese. Cheese flood. I don't know what kind of cheese it is because it's like the ones in the big wheels that I've seen pictures of. I used to live up there for a little bit around St. Louis. I was in Independence for about a semester. Share some, Cheesy. Come on. What's your most controversial cheese opinion? Come on now. Most controversial cheese opinion. Lay it on me. I want to know. I've never had goat cheese, so I wouldn't know. I've had feta, but I don't know if that is goat cheese or not. But, like, if you get a pizza with spinach, chicken, and feta on it, it's so good. That's, like, the best combination. Like, Esther has bug facts. Cheesy has cheese facts. It's just how the universe works. Okay, let's see. I wanted to thin out a little bit here. So, I like provolone. It's good on sandwiches. I don't know, Zoom, what facts do you have? No facts. Only game. Zoom has computer knowledge, and that's about it. Okay, computer knowledge helps you a ton. So I don't know shit about computers. What do you... See if I know what? What do you mean? I'm confused now. Look, I'm a little slow, so I'm gonna need you to explain. Almost ready to go in smaller scissors and start really evening out all of this. Okay, and this needs to be more flat up here. Cut this down. Only obscure effects. So you got Minecraft knowledge. You definitely got the stuff that you study in college, so I don't know shit about any of that. I have a lot of random facts about many things. Foam is pain. It's giving me pain. I don't care if it's in pain. It deserves it at this point. You see all this? You get off the scissors. I hate it. The foam wants revenge. It's clinging onto me. Clinging for life. Oh, I was just talking to Bronze about this yesterday. Do you guys have like stuffed animals or plushies or stuff? You know, things like that? I have quite a few plushies myself. But I was talking to Bronze, and he was like, you know, they just kind of sit there, and he doesn't know what to do with them. So, like, do you do anything with the plushies? Like, or do they just sit on shelves? Because most of mine sit on shelves. A couple of them have purposes, though. I just think they look cute. And I got a Mothman plush for my birthday, and that's up on top of my shelf. It's like my favorite one at the moment. See, I have one specific bear that I used to keep in my bed because I tend to just grab onto things in my sleep, and that tends to be awkward if there's anybody else there. So if there is another person in the bed, then I put a bear there so I grab the bear and not the person. Have an orb. I'm not sure what I think of this. I feel like this is too big. I think that's too much. I might have to cut off some from the end here. Also cut out the rest from in here. Wisdom. A schnoz to be feared. Yeah, well, because, like, it's too wide for what I'm wanting. But from what I was looking at other people who have fox fursuits, they're, like, long and thin. Which this is long and fat, so it's not quite the same. Which I might... Get the foam off of me! Ah. I hate it, dude. It doesn't have a snoot to boop yet. It needs a nose for that, it should go like here. Let's see. Poop it. I think I'm fine. But I think I'm gonna cut off about a half an inch from the back and see how I like that. So we're just gonna really get into it. There we go. That doesn't look as weird now. Okay. I'm gonna trim it down somewhere. Get it to be flat. Melon juice. It's not as bad, I guess. I still don't like it very much. I think it's still too long. Too wide. It's too wide. Creator the Melon blocked you. I remember that because you like said something kind of cryptic in the comments and then they took it as a threat. Let me just finish smoothing this out and then I'm going to move on to the next one and we can come back to this. Shut up, Zoom. I didn't ask you. I think half an inch does make a difference, because now it's not like quite so massive. Now I'm moving on to the smaller scissors so I can get more smooth and less chunky. You got the baby scissors. Yeah, you're right, it doesn't have to be perfectly smooth, but I would like it to be pretty close and not have all these hills and divots. So fur hides a lot of mistakes, but I feel like the more mistakes that I assume the fur is going to hide, the worse that it winds up looking. Get off my hand! Mom, I'm being assaulted by foam. Let's see. This is coming apart though. You see that? It's coming apart. I don't like that. I need more glue, but I don't want to put glue on it until I'm satisfied with the shape, because then I'll just be cutting into the glue and that dulls your scissors really fast. The main thing that I'm worried about is it being symmetrical. I don't specifically care too much about it being super smooth, as long as it's symmetrical. Or else it'll look really weird. Mom said it's my turn to be assaulted by foam. Look, if you want to be assaulted by foam, you can do that. Be my guest. You're symmetrical. You know, nobody's like, it's very rare to have a person who is perfectly symmetrical. The foam bits in the mail. I don't know if they're gonna get into the package, because they definitely aren't getting into the trash can. They're just doing whatever they feel like. Because, like, what I'm noticing is that it has a tilt, like, up, which I don't like. And then it's also on the top as well. Okay. It's like this side is too high up, but this side is too far out, if that makes any sense. I'm only doing tiny changes though, because I don't want to have to continue to trim it down, because that would be kind of counterproductive. It's looking a bit better. Aerometrical. Yeah? You guys having fun over there? Ah, my whole shoulder just popped. That felt weird. Okay. I think I'm gonna set this aside for now and come back to it later when I'm not thinking so much about it. Some like fresh eyes or something, you know? Get rid of all this foam. It's everywhere. There's so much foam. Okay, I'm gonna leave these off of the face though, because that's gonna be weird to put on right now. I'm gonna cut out another piece. So I can move that out of the way. I'm gonna move this out of the way. And, okay, let's see. What pieces do we have now? I'm done with that. We did that one. I'm not gonna make new ears. I'm just gonna take those off of the old head. But I have the inner cheek, the outer cheek, which is somehow a different color. And we have the eyebrow, like the eyebrow bone, and then the eyebrow, and the bottom jaw. I should probably do the bottom jaw next. Okay, I'm done with that one. I don't need that out. Let's see. Those two need to stay together. Yes. Cut my foam into pieces. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is also supposed to be from 2-inch foam, but I don't have 2-inch foam, so I'm doing 2 from 1 inch. It's hard to find 2-inch foam from what I realized. It's also like way more expensive when you do find it. Cut this down into a more manageable piece. I think the original ears were okay. They do still need a little bit of shaping because I think they're a bit too wide at the base. And they're a kind of a strange shape, but it's okay. We can fix that. Failed test to get my glass. So do you need glasses or not? Here we go. Yes. Okay, well, that totally answered the question. Yes. Absolutely. I was supposed to go back and get a new prescription for my glasses, but since I moved, I don't actually have a new place here, and I don't really feel like finding one. So I'll just keep wearing my old glasses until they break. Or just not wear them at all. So I can technically still see without them. It's just hard to like read things. Okay, I have 2 like petal shapes. Mouth reveal. Cut it down to a more manageable piece first off. And then this is the bottom jaw, by the way. I mean, I can kind of see without glasses. I'm not super blind. But I mean, the longer that I go without glasses, the worse my vision is going to get regardless. And then eventually I'll get to the point where I need them to see it all. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Blech. Hair in my face. Buy some new eyes. Yeah, get LASIK. Did you guys see where Markiplier got LASIK? Now you can actually see without glasses. I listened to his podcast and he was talking about that, and I thought it was really cool. Okay. Want what? LASIK? I bet it's expensive because it's not like your insurance isn't going to deem it as like super necessary. Insurance sucks. Like, I was supposed to change the meds that I'm taking, but my insurance said no, so now I'm stuck on the same ones that cause me all kinds of problems. I'm gonna be on them for at least 6 months before insurance will approve a change. So, that's fun. Make them pay for your LASIK eye surgery. I guess it depends on how bad your vision really is. Oh, I did see this video of this lady who, her vision was so bad, she put on contacts and they were like, you couldn't even close her eyes. Ooh, Star Fox said a bad word. Mom! Okay, so that way's better. There we go. If I start a podcast. Oh. You know, I don't... I've never listened to the Joe Rogan stuff. I don't know anything about him. Oh wait, Sue, what the fuck? You can't say fuck in my chat. This is a family-friendly channel, I'll have you know. Okay. Now you need to cut down the jaw. Whoop, whoop. Oh, wait, I just realized I made a mistake. Maybe? I guess not. That's not too terrible. Okay. No cursing in my Christian Minecraft server. I thought that said cruising at first, and I'm like, whoa, cruising is even worse than cursing now. No joyrides for you. Ooh, switch. The jaw's a lot easier to do. It's smaller. I'm getting hungry again. Oh yeah, that's something though. Since I got put on this diet, right, and I've been reading into it, it's like, the shit that I'm dealing with, whatever, health conditions. Your body doesn't actually take the food and turn it into energy. It just takes it and immediately turns it into fat. And that's why I'm tired all the time. Because my body isn't actually making energy out of what I eat. It's just like, meh. So that's fun. So I've noticed, since I have started actually like trying to do like similar stuff to what I'm supposed to for diet things, I actually have energy and don't feel like sleeping all day. I haven't even made major changes yet. We're still working on it a little bit at a time. God, these scissors are so heavy. I got 4 people watching. My hands are starting to hurt. Dang, I had to crack like every single finger. Oh, you're gonna go kidnap them? Why? What are they doing? Is Purple also streaming? Is that what I'm hearing? What can they offer you? Drugs. They probably just living their best life. You don't gotta bother them. Warhammer facts. See, I've been having like nothing but bad dreams recently, so I've been like forcing myself to go to sleep with streams on, so then I wake up with like at least some kind of a familiar voice. Which helps, you know. It's not like I have any physical friends at the moment, so. Purple is not lying. Torment them. Why in the attic? Is this just like an Anne Frank scenario? What is happening? What are you doing? Dreams are weird. It's just the phenomenon of dreams in general. I don't have an attic or a basement. No, I would kidnap Browns and bring them here. I'm excited for this spring. Drive on a dead road. Get wrecked. I mean, I kind of assumed that Zoom wouldn't be here, so that way I could talk about things that he's not supposed to know about. But, you know, he's still here. Okay. How long have you been up, Cheesy? 2 days? You're gonna start seeing Freddy Krueger when you close your eyes. I used to stay up for like 3 days at a time. I'm not talking about that Zoom. Besides, I don't even know what classifies as femboy, so I would just make things and then be upset whenever you say that they are femboy things. Haven't fallen asleep. I have, one of my walls is just basically a big sliding glass door, so I technically have windows. I can see the outside if I really wanted to, but it's really cold, so I'd rather not have windows at the time. Pretty good. See, I know like generally what a femboy is, but I don't know like what classifies an item to be a femboy item, because I just make stuff and then sometimes you're like, no, this is gross, and I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know why that's considered a femboy thing. I don't know. Pastel colors. Why though? It's just colors. Colors don't mean a whole lot. You're just assigning things to them at that point. Colors can be anything you want them to be. Okay, see, you see, femboy is a tomboy for guys, but that also doesn't mean anything to me. Because I was always told that I was a tomboy growing up, but I'm like, I don't know why. I'm just doing things. What about what I'm doing makes it into a tomboy thing? I could do research, but I think it's more fun to torture people with me not knowing things. Bad at understanding things, so I think even the people who are the best at explaining stuff, I still wouldn't understand very well. Yeah, getting rest is important, Cheesy. Do share what you're eating for lunch, though. Let us know. Would like to know. Okay. I'm gonna eat human flesh, but why? You a flesh-eating amoeba now? There you go. That looks pretty good. You're cat and bug. Nice. There you go. And I have a bottom jaw. Look at that. Nom nom. Irish pub. I've never been to any kind of a pub before. Bye, Cheesy. Don't get kidnapped. And then Zoom Uru's in the chat. Alright. Let your hand be eaten. Why the hand, though? The hand is all bony. There's not going to be much to eat there. Listen but can't watch. Oh, that means that I can write stuff on signs and talk to the rest of chat, but not you. Yep, totally. Totally what's gonna happen. The foam is sticking to my hands and it's driving me crazy. I hate it here, guys. This is terrible. Okay, and then I think out of these little foam, like scraps, I'm going to cut out some of the smaller pieces to make sure I don't waste anything. Bones and nerves. Get a load of this guy. Okay. 2 from 1-inch bone. Okay, so I don't need to make 4 of these, only 2. So I actually have 1-inch foam. Who would have guessed? Okay. Get the little eyebrow beam, which the last time I think I didn't carve down the eyebrows enough. Like they were really sticking off of the head, and I didn't like that. So I'm gonna carve these ones down quite a bit more. Get this into some more easily manageable things. Okay. We are going. Okay. That sign is so relatable. Yeah. We're talking about Zoom now without him knowing. That's the whole purpose of everything we're doing right now. So he can't look. He'll never know. He'll never know that we said the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. He just doesn't know. How dare he? He wasn't even supposed to be watching this to begin with. I was supposed to be able to burn my hands in peace. Tell you guys about my manic episode, but no, he's gotta be watching. Lynx? Do you even know what a lynx is? It's like a sibling of the bobcat. Also, I would not want to release that in this house. I like him too much. He's chill. Spiritfarer. What is Spiritfarer? I assume that's a game. I think you've talked about this before. And then I looked it up, but... it's okay. I don't know, I've kind of noticed that looking stuff up on Google anymore is kind of useless, because Google doesn't actually tell you things, it just throws ads at you. Okay, let me get the other cheek. And then move on to bigger pieces. There we go. We don't need those two anymore. I'm gonna go over here. Okay, so what's like your go-to snack? Like if it's not quite dinner time, but you want a snack, what is like the go-to thing? So I never really did snacks growing up. So I don't ever really have ideas for snacks. So I want to hear opinions. Okay, I need to cut out a bit more. Let's see. Get those out of the way. This is 1 from 1 inch. And this is 2 from 2 inch. So I'm gonna need 4 of this one and 1 of the teeth. Let's get stuff out of the way so I can start drawing it out. There we go. Start with this one. Getting as close to the edge as possible. Mostly depends. I don't think I've ever just had like plain graham crackers before. Graham crackers aren't exactly a thing that I keep on hand. And I'm not even supposed to eat them, which just sucks. So I've got like bell pepper in the fridge and stuff, so I was gonna make a chicken sandwich. Or no, that wasn't what it was for. I was gonna make a pizza crust, because I bought like almond flour and stuff, so I'm gonna try and make something from scratch. We're trying really hard for this diet, so I don't want to feel like garbage anymore. And I'm gonna make Zoom try it all too, when he finally gets back. Because some of it so far has been like really surprisingly good, and other stuff has been like awful, and I'm not gonna tell him which is which, but let's just make him try stuff with me. Because that's always fun. But yeah, so I got chicken and spinach and bell pepper, and I still have more cauliflower because I've seen people make like cauliflower crust, but I also have almond and coconut flour that I'm gonna try and use to make regular bread. and I went to like 4 different stores yesterday to find xanthan gum. It was really hard to find. But whenever I do make pizza, I'm gonna stream it because I think that'd be really fun. Cooking stream. What did I just knock over? The glue. Let's not knock over the glue. I'm just trying to make sure you guys can see this. My whole 2 viewers. Your dad makes bread? What kind of bread? So I know a lot of people make sourdough. Like the guy who invented Xbox was like super obsessed with sourdough bread. So the X like logo. Yeah, my nails are blue. I did them today. They're fancy. Like the guy who invented the Xbox. The X on it is like the X that you put on top of sourdough bread. So I think that's super cute. I imagine being so obsessed with sourdough that you put it on your electronics. Zoom said that he can listen but not watch, so he might still be here, he might not, who knows. It's okay. He doesn't need to watch. I'm not burning myself yet. Egyptian. Yeah, he did. He like got one of the oldest yeast samples and made bread out of it. I read about that. It was super cool. This is really hard to work with foam of this size. Yeah. Well, now it's back at 4, so I don't know who has joined. But hello! How's it going? I can see you. Not really, that's creepy. But okay. So I need 2 more. And then we should be done with the foam. Or the big foam anyways. And then I can just have little stuff that'll fit on the desk. Indulgent insanity. But yeah. Did you guys know that the Xbox creator was obsessed with bread? It's like one of my favorite fun facts. That's like the cool thing about studying history, is you get all kinds of weird, wacky facts like that, but then also it's like a big drama fest. Playing Ultra Kill. See, I've seen that in Purple's title before, of Ultra Kill, but I don't actually know anything of what the game is about. So, I don't know. It sounds like it would be like a roguelike game, but I'm not sure. I should check it out sometime, I guess. Also, because Zoom won't fucking stream it, I thought about just playing BioShock myself, even though I hate the game. It's so scary. That's why I wanted him to play it for me. But no, we gotta go and do everything else and forget about it over and over. And then the one time that he's like, oh, maybe I will play it, and it's like, oh, I don't have it downloaded, so never mind. Like, what an asshole. So I thought about just playing it myself, because I figure scary gets views, right? Moon Hunters, that sounds cool. Cut out the rest of this, and I don't need this ginormous piece of foam up here anymore. It doesn't even fit on the desk. It's like weird. What? I just smacked myself in the face. Okay. So now we've got eyebrow beans over there. Cheek pieces up here. There's hair on it. There's hair everywhere. Between my hair and the dog hair, there's just like never-ending hair. Okay. Randomly generated. Cool actions to influence the outcome of each maybe 30-minute round. That sounds cool. introduce the big bad guy. Oh, that reminds me of like D&D or Baldur's Gate. Which I'm not exactly sure how I feel about Baldur's Gate because I streamed it twice. It's okay. I thought it was kind of difficult. So it's like there's a lot of different choices to make, and there's no way to really know what is the right choice. So then I wound up missing out a lot of stuff from the very beginning, and like not even meeting characters you're supposed to meet. So it's like I was supposed to have more followers, but then I didn't because I thought an option was too dangerous, but it was the right option to make. So Astria spoiled it for me. Okay, so here's 2 cheek pieces. And they're kind of curled up, but that's okay. Okay, more foam. This is the last of it. Get it down into some more manageable sizes. Car. Oh, did you hear the car outside? I think that was the motorcycle. So there's one of my neighbors who has this motorcycle, and it always drives by as I'm walking Bagel, which is the dog. And so that's always how I can tell that I'm like on time or late by like what part of the walk we're on when the guy drives by. So I almost didn't have Bagel anymore. Oh yeah, and I also got new tires on my car recently, which is exciting, and they're very expensive. Tires are so expensive. I like the cheapest ones, and it still costs like $300. I mean, I guess everybody is slowly decaying. As soon as you're born, you're like on your way to dying. But also, that reminds me of like how badass butterflies are, and they just like drink blood. Or well, I guess they're not specifically drinking the blood, but they're more along the lines of doing the job that fungus does than what everybody thinks of them. Butterflies are badass. There we go. They taste through their feet. Oh my gosh, I was watching a cooking stream earlier today, and they were talking about how, like, there's some study a while back that dudes can taste shit through their balls. They're like, she was trying to convince her boyfriend to go and dunk himself in soy sauce and tell her if he could taste it. And it was so fucking funny, and I'm like, why? Who discovered this? Why did they think this was such a great discovery that it needed to be shared? But also, I kind of want to know if it's true. I mean, but you don't know until you try it, right? Like, who's to say that you can't taste shit through your balls until you try it out? This is such a strange conversation for stream. Water does have a taste, and it's gross. Water tastes bad. Well, maybe, like, they just aren't as strong taste receptors as the one in your mouth, you know? Can't believe we're talking about this. Okay. Tastes different everywhere? Okay, do you mean like it tastes different all over your body, or just in different areas of the country? Because those are 2 very different things. Okay. Let's see. I need to glue these together. Okay, that's what I thought, but like, I don't know. Maybe you're just like really into just trying new things. Who knows? There we go. It's like silence. What do you mean, like silence? Is it really quiet on stream or something else? I'm quiet in general, so I have a hard time getting the mic to pick me up to begin with. Yeah, that's fair. I'm also really bad about trying new things. Silence sounds different. I don't think I've ever thought about that. The sound of silence. There is a song that's like that though. About the sound of silence. Get the mouth part lined up. The rest I can trim down. I don't know. See, I don't really think about the sound of silence because I got like tinnitus really bad, so silence is just like TV squealing. Of course, that's not like something that people know about anymore. Like the sound that TVs make whenever it's muted. Because that was just a thing with the old tube TVs, and then you don't see that with like the flat screen ones anymore. Okay. My hands are getting really tired. How long have we been going for? Like 2 hours. Look at that. We're doing great. Eat moth butter? What is moth butter? That sounds interesting. Don't know, you just said it. Well, I guess. That also makes me think about silkworms, though. And, like, I'm not sure, because do silkworms turn into moths and they just, like, kill them before they get there? I just realized I have blue all over my hands and I've been rubbing my face. So there's a chance that I have blue all over my face now. Cause I wonder what kind of like moths that silkworms would turn into if they didn't just kill them when they take the silk. Okay, yeah, I could Google it, but what's the fun in that when I could be talking to chat about it and just thinking? Come on now. Where would the conversation be then? Besides, then Google's just gonna give me ads about silk. Whoop, I almost dropped my scissors. They're cute. Nice. I think moths are pretty cute in general. I really do like in Pokemon, the Pokemon that are based off of moths are always the best ones. But I tend to be a huge sucker for any kind of grass type Pokemon. I guess I could look up a silk moth. They're fluffy. Oh, I bet I have a feeling. I have a feeling I know what they look like. I have many Discord messages. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of notifications on my phone. Silk moth. It is those ones! I guessed it in my head. Look at that. They got like the weird little, like, their antenna look like combs. They're cute. Okay. Trim down this one. I'm making a lot of progress on this all in one sitting. See, but like there's only so much progress that I can make before I would just need to have dyed fur again. So I don't want to be working on this too fast, or else I'm just gonna have to like stop. Hello. That's okay. You don't have to keep chatting. We'll just keep talking regardless, so. Oh, man. I used to have a metal comb somewhere that I was going to use this morning when I cut bangs, but I could not find it for the life of me. Which, fun fact, metal combs, I always use them in the winter because they're really good at getting rid of, like, static. So, like, I used to always, like, shock myself every time I touched doorknobs and stuff, but then I started using metal combs in the winter, and then it shocked so much less. Of course, I know, like, a lot of guys don't even brush their hair in general. They just kind of run your hand through it, and then that's it. But, of course, I had, like, a guy's haircut up until about maybe 3 years ago I started growing it out, and now it's, like, past my shoulders. Shocking. Gosh, you're acting like bronze. Look at that. Well. Okay. And then, where's our little cheek pieces? Here they are. Those go onto here. Nuh-uh. Have you seen there's like a TikTok or maybe just a meme in general where it's like Star Wars and he's like, I am your father, and he just keeps saying nuh-uh. That's so funny. I thought it was dumb though. It goes on for too long. Okay. It was almost time to start gluing things onto the head. Which the first time that I did this took me like a week, and now I've done it in like 2 hours, so go me. We're doing great. Okay. Fox jump scare. What kind of fox? Oh, are you talking about this fox? That makes a lot more sense. Oh, I need another glue stick in here. Hold up. I'm almost out of glue sticks. Because I don't like using the big ones. Because they're like Gorilla Glue sticks. And so they burn extra bad, for one. And they smell horrible. But they were expensive, so I should use them. But I don't wanna. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. It's looking great. That box. Oh! Okay, well that just peeled right back up. Can you, like, not do that, maybe? More glue. More glue. Foam CPR. Yes, exactly. Okay. But I'm hoping, since I have nothing better to do with myself, I'm wanting to like stream every day until I go back to work, because otherwise I'm going to be bored out of my mind and just get up, eat food, walk bagel, and then go back to sleep. And that's all I'm gonna do. But if I stream, then that gives me something to do with myself, so. You can give your cheeks CPR. I feel like there's something really bad to say there. This one goes over here. Oh, you're right. I did forget to do that. Look at that. Chat saving us from a headache. Well, I didn't do anything. Yeah, because I have it like specifically written on my patterns to make sure to flip it, but then I forgot already. Yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be okay anyways, because then I would just save it and use it on some other head that I make later down the road. And just make another one. It'd be okay. You sound like you've made stuff before, Esther. Have you ever made fursuit stuff yourself? Freeze it on there. You have not. Have you done any kind of crafting? She seemed very knowledgeable. Artistic. Yeah, I was always told that I was the artistic kid of the family, so bet you can guess what all my Christmas presents were growing up. Like those shitty like art kits, and the markers are like pre-dried out for you, and they all suck. And, oh boy, would you like another shitty oil painting set, and then it's just all fucked up? Favorite type of weather? Well, I can tell you my least favorite. But I tend to like the fall the best. Especially when you got, because then that's like the one season where I can actually see the color of the leaves when it's fall, and then they all turn like yellow. Which is a very old quote from my very secret private Discord server, where I was talking to Bronze a long time ago, and I had asked him after I got colorblind glasses, like, do leaves like really change colors? I thought that was just something stupid that white people said, and he laughed really hard, so, and he never lets me forget it. I'm not a fan of rain, especially not storms. Got that astrophobia going on. But I do understand why people like the rain. Favorite weather though, I like it when it's fall and it's a little windy, so the leaves are going everywhere. And Esther says cool and sunny. See, but then like, I always think of summer when I think of that, so like summer's really, really hot, and I cannot deal with that. I get overheated too fast. Cosmic horror might be loved. What are you talking about? What is the cosmic horror this time? The community? What kind of community? I'm confused. Old gods. They won't get off my hand! Mom, I'm being molested by the foam. Big cluster of assimilated intelligent life. That sounds like, what's his face? Stuff that Lovecraft would write about. Have you ever read any of his stories? Pretty sure he wrote Cthulhu originally. Okay, this is another piece that I was like really not happy with on the other one was the cheeks, because it was just like flat and then flat. There wasn't any kind of like bevels between them. So now I'm like really making sure that I'm getting that in there, because I hated it on the other one. But we were being rushed, so I didn't really have the time to fix it. Played the Call of Cthulhu. I didn't know that was a game. Cheeky cheeks. Yep. They are in fact cheeks. You are correct. I know, like, the latest that I can stream is 5. Well, in, like, one going. Because I had to walk the dog at 5 at the latest. Because the sun starts going down at, like, 5:30. Which is, like, the worst part about the winter. I always hate that. It's, like, it's dark when I get up to go to work, and then it's dark when I come home from work. So it's like, oh boy, I get to sit in a brick building all day and watch the sun, because we're not allowed to leave my little room. Beef with Cthulhu? What did Cthulhu do to you? He wanted to date? What? That's creepy. I don't want to read that. The fuck? To kidnap people. People. Propple. Esther throwing hands with the elder gods. Yep. Sure is. Just let them do their thing. It's fine. I'm sure you'd win in a fight against Cthulhu, right? Yeah. Oh gosh, what is the thing? I'm pretty sure it's Scientology. So, like, they have the spaghetti monster? Or is that something else? Because I know that there's some kind of religion out there where they believe in, like, a cosmic spaghetti monster. Sounds like something Zoom would be obsessed with, probably. Dude is always talking about spaghetti, even though he doesn't even like spaghetti. Like, what is up with that? Get a life or something, I don't know. Believe pirates are good. I thought you meant golf at first. Mom spaghetti. Yeah, you're right. Star Foxes, you're on it. It's ready. Have you guys seen that parody of the Eminem song where it's just like all spaghetti? It's very funny. I love it. Okay, this is looking pretty good. And if you compare the two, I think that looks really good. I have foam all over my arm. And my trash can is almost completely full of foam. Pushing it down does not help either, because then it just springs right back. Gonna eat it. It's like eating packing peanuts. Oh, that reminds me. My biology teacher in high school, she used to just eat packing peanuts as a snack. Because I guess there's some kind of packing peanuts that are biodegradable, so it's okay to just eat them. And so she actually got in trouble because other kids started eating packing peanuts, but they weren't the biodegradable ones. So like some kid just like had to go to the hospital. Pastafarians. Oh yeah. They're like pirates because they reverse global warming or something. There are edible packing peanuts. But whenever you don't tell kids that you're eating the edible ones and not just normal packing peanuts, and then kids try to copy you because you can eat packing peanuts, you tend to get in trouble for that. So she had to stop eating packing peanuts at school. It was like one of those crazy diet things though, because it's like, you know, packing peanuts have 0 calories. So I think that's really dumb. You go so far to get a snack with no calories that you eat literal, like, packaging. I want my calories though. I guess it depends on like what your metabolism is like. Because mine is dreadfully slow. Existence is made up, just like time. Time isn't real. Also, welcome back, Fufu. How's it going? I feel like he's behind in the stream because we were talking about the pasta a while ago and you only just know. I've never actually been a fan of lasagna. It's like a pasta casserole. Yep. Well, Zoom was saying that he was going down a dead road, so I assume he lost signal. But also, he's skiing. Or no, snowboarding. He doesn't do skiing. So, like, I don't think it's a good idea to be watching a stream while you're trying to do, like, extreme sports. So that's probably for the best. Let's go. Of course, I could probably just talk to myself for centuries and talk behind his back. Yeah, I'll tell you guys about the things that he would get onto me for if I told him directly. Yeah, I've been avoiding telling him about how I've been doing, because he is on vacation and he would just worry too much. Because things have been a little rough, but it's okay. I mean, I still don't have heat, and they have refused to fix it. They kind of fix it. Hot like pizza. What? Huh? What do you mean hot like pizza? Are we talking about like physical attractiveness? Are you saying that Zoom's hot? Don't say that. That's really weird. I mean, I guess he's like conventionally attractive, but I don't care about that. Tall, skinny guy, but... You could go back into Zoom streams. He did a one in VR where he had a camera on where you could actually see him if you really wanted to. There's a couple where he did face cam as well. I've been watching all of his streams back. He's zooming around at the speed of sound. He's going down mountains, climbing over hills, doing what Zoom does. Also, I love that you said that you're gonna talk smack about him. Oh no, look, you summoned him! Look what you did! Get out of here! You're not supposed to be in here. Go back to mountains or something. Yeah. It isn't quite there. This still has flat all up here, and I want it to be completely rounded. Look, you summoned him, Master. You summoned him. Look what you've done. Too good at summoning. Yeah, he's not supposed to be in here, and then you just made him appear. Yeah, shoo, go away, we're talking about you. You're not supposed to be hearing this. Esther is a sorcerer now. Or just a wizard in general. I always feel like sorcerers are like always male, and then witches are female, but wizard is like just in between. Plush stingray named Sunhat. I have a Mothman plush that I adore. That is so cute. You're a wizard, Harry. There we go. Now we're getting there. Devoted follower of your deities. Flesh and not flesh. What does that entail? I feel like I need you to elaborate. My desk is squeaking. Squeaky, squeaky. See, but now we got 4 viewers again, and I would like that to go back to 3 so that we know that Zoom's not here anymore. We can continue to talk about whatever. Yeah, I feel like mage would also be pretty gender neutral. You're right, you're right. Ow! Ouch! I smashed my finger in the scissors. That felt weird. Hit 3. It's still 4 on my end. The desk is sending out Morse code. It's sending out an SOS. It's because I didn't put it together correctly, because I put it together originally back in Arkansas, and then I had to take it back apart so that I could move it with me. But then I didn't have the instructions anymore, so I didn't really know what I was doing. And like the bolts wouldn't fit where they were supposed to fit, so I kind of just forced it, and I broke something, and it was, so now it just squeaks. Okay, we're getting close on this. Let's see. We're getting pretty close. I feel like it needs a little bit more off the bottom here, and it's still kind of flat up here. I've never actually been to an IKEA. I bought this from my desk from Amazon. It was originally an L-shaped desk, and this one is like an art desk. So like this whole panel will lift up like an easel. But I've heard that there's IKEAs around here, but I've never been into one. But I hear they also have food. Like, get out of here, Zoom! Fuck off! We're supposed to be talking about you. Go away. God. He's just intruding. Someone ban him. No, don't do that. It's okay. We can talk about other things until Zoom goes away, I guess. distinct line right there. What the fuck? Let's see. Able to hear. Yeah, go away. They can keep talking about you. We'll just pretend that he can't hear, and it'll be fine, right? Let's see. There we go. Get that to be less sharp. Okay, for all the foam away again, because it's becoming a pile. Oh yeah, is Zoom going to fight me? Oh boy. How intimidating. You're not even in the same state as me right now. Destroy the Greek pantheon. Nice. Alright, time to talk about Zoom. Hurry, get it all out of your system while he's out. My pant legs keep getting like caught on stuff today, and it's like pissing me off. I hate it. But it's too cold to be wearing shorts. He's a woman. I don't think so. I don't. That would be a very big surprise, Esther. Let's see. Is that gonna be enough? I know this one's gotta go like here. Slowly replaced by flesh-eating beagle. 5-star fox, have fun. At least one of them there. I need to take this off the head so I can smush it flat. And glue it easier. Yeah. See? The eyes go there. If you want this to start like here, then. And then that will go on down here. I think I could afford to put it a little bit higher. Weird ski mask. Yeah, I'd say so. It is a weird ski mask. But I could see somebody like going down a mountain with a fursuit head on. I feel like that'd be really warm. And you could probably rig it up to put like an actual helmet inside so it'd be kind of safe. Okay. Let me put some glue on this. Try not to burn my fingers. I'm just going to start with the sides, and then I'll come back and glue the top after a little bit when I am sure that it is secure. Because I think doing all of it at once would be too much. Okay, I'm just going to hold this. It's a little floppy, you know? Okay. Long, luscious hair. I don't think I have the fur needed to do that. Though whenever I cut my hair today, every time I cut my hair, no matter how much or how little I cut off, it's always like, it looks like I just shaved a cat on the floor. Like, there's so much hair everywhere. Parents didn't care. Well, I mean, maybe just do it without them sometime and then you can. You're a grown adult. You can make your own decisions. Quartz? What about quartz? Background? Oh, yeah, that's not quartz, that is salt. Oops, I released it too soon. Yeah, whenever I first moved in and Zoom came to see me for the very first time, I was still unpacking stuff, and I licked the lamp, and he looked so upset at me. It was such a funny face. That's like one of the faces I wish I could just have a picture of because it was fantastic. But don't lick salt lamps in front of your friends, guys. They don't like it very much. I don't think it's plugged in though, so it probably won't turn on. Yeah, it's not plugged in. You want to lick it? You crave that mineral? Well, let's not have that in the way of the camera. That was a meme a few years back where like goats crave the salt so they can climb up like 90-degree angles just to get to the salt. Should try licking a salt lamp sometime. I'm not gonna cut the fur. And you're not here to be putting input in. You think we're anywhere close to putting the fur on this thing, you're fucking crazy. It's still not dry. To what the customer is asking. No. Only because it's Zoom. The answer is no. I do what I want. Because I'm not going to cut the fur at all until after it's dyed. So it's going to be a long time before then. Boo boo boo. Oh, did my music end? What happened? There it goes. There. But yeah, it'll be a long time before we get to the point of doing that. Yeah, I think dead memes tend to be funnier than things that are current. Okay. This is where we start getting dangerous. Boneless pizza meme. He's like, bones in your pizza? What would be considered bones in a pizza, though? Like, what is the ingredient that is going to be considered bones? Dude, I'm really hyped to make a pizza, though. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow and stream it. But that'll be, like, later in the day. So then I'll be, like, switching back and forth between doing this and doing a pizza. Human bones on your pizza. Why human bones? That was, like, a whole thing on Tumblr a few years ago. I mean, it was more like 8 to 10 years ago. But there's somebody on Tumblr who got canceled because they were going around to cemeteries and digging up human remains and stealing the bones. Like, that's, like, one of the very few people that I know about that got canceled on Tumblr. Like, you had to be so extreme on Tumblr to be, like, canceled at all. Okay. But yeah, in order to make this pizza dough, though, I went to, like, 4 different stores to find xanthan gum. Because whenever you're doing stuff that's gluten-free, you gotta, like, gluten is what keeps your bread together and makes it, like, a bread texture. And so whenever you take out the gluten, you gotta replace it. Yeah. There's been, like, maybe 3 or 4 people on Tumblr who got canceled, and that's it. Like, people get canceled on Twitter so quickly for dumb reasons, but, like, Tumblr is its own wild hellscape. Like, it's very hard to get canceled on Tumblr. You'd have to do something really extreme. Okay. See, now that I put the bottom jaw next to this, it does look a lot better, and it's not like too much now, right? I feel like that's good. Oh, and I got glue on my desk. Hey, at least it's not on my legs this time. Straight from my bed. Oh. That makes me think of like... hold up, I gotta get this glue off my desk before it completely hardens. But no, you ever think about like, especially in Twilight, where you have the one vampire that is a doctor, and how like, I feel like vampires would really want to be doctors, so then you'd have that constant access to blood, but I feel like you get in so much trouble for like insurance fraud, be like always demanding blood tests, and you just walk out with like a bajillion tubes of blood. You're like, yeah, I just gotta put him in the centrifuge at home, you know, it's just doctor things. Totally not gonna drink it or anything. Like, I feel like vampires in the medical field would be such a huge issue. Good grief. Of course, Twilight itself is kind of weird to begin with. Like, Stephanie Meyers is definitely not the best writer. Like, she's a better writer than J.K. Rowling, though. So, there's that. Which is also my controversial opinion of the day. That J.K. Rowling isn't a very good author. Yep. Anyways. Dude, this keeps unsticking! It's pissing me off! It's like the foam absorbs the glue before it cools enough to actually stick things together. And I don't understand why. Like, why can't you just do what you're supposed to do? It's too heavy? What's too heavy? Because I'm gluing it like this though, so it's not like the weight of it's just pulling it off. Because it sticks whenever I put it up. Snoot's too heavy. The snoot is too powerful. You just can't handle it. Yeah, I just stick some more glue on it, because like the glue that was there originally is hardened, so maybe make like a little shelf, you know, and now that's like the new surface for the glue. What we're not gonna do, however, is have huge pools of glue that go in between the cheeks and the snoot like we did on the other one, because I hated that. That was terrible. Also, we've gotten 5 viewers now, so hello to everybody new. How's it going? We're making a fursuit head, and so far we have our snoot and the bottom jaw attached. Buff snoot. Yeah, pretty much. We're still waiting on the glue to dry some though, before I move on to the next part. And it looks like this one came up too. Yeah, that did not stick at all. Is that still hot? I shouldn't touch it, but I really want to. Gosh. See, but I know Zoom is still listening, and if I touch it, then he's gonna get mad at me. Ugh. Why do you have to have impulse control? Yeah, eat the hot glue. There we go, even better. Burn the inside of your mouth, then nobody has to know. There we go. Nice. Ah! What the fuck? That wasn't even the spot I just glued! Why is that hot? You have to see a doctor because you... Yeah, I feel like glue in your airways would not be very good. But I also feel like burns in your airways would be pretty bad too. Okay. Hey look, he showed back up! Look at that! Don't you dare burn yourself. Yeah, look at me, I have impulse control. God. What a smart aleck. Burn myself for ritualistic purposes. You know? You do you, bud. You're doing great. I only burnt myself once today. Okay. Whoop. Now it's attached. Ooh, look at that. It's kind of flattened from where I've been pressing it down so much. Oh gosh. It's looking good so far though. I'm liking this. Once impulsively lit a receipt on fire. Hey, that probably has some chemicals in it that you're like not supposed to inhale. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the pieces up here. Because they were having issues last time because I didn't do that in the back, so there wasn't anywhere to attach the ears. Okay, I remember. Need more foam. I'm just gonna cut a chunk off so that I can have it up here. And do it a little bit easier. It's gonna maybe a triangle. A bit smaller triangle. Just gotta fit in there. Let's see. That's still a little big. Nope. There we go, that's pretty close. This is the one where I burnt the crap out of my hands last time doing this. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna do it really slow. Minimal amounts of glue. Because believe it or not, I don't actually like burning myself. That hair in my mouth. It's a dog hair, of course. How dare she? Didn't smell anything. The front might get too heavy. Yeah, that's what I think. But, because the first time, because we didn't have these panels in the back, I think the ears were too far forward. So I think if I scoot them back, then that'll be a nice counterweight. And then also, I think, because we didn't do it last time, but I think there should be a foam piece in the middle for the hair tuft to keep it from getting flat and like blending in with everything else. And so kind of like make like a mohawk kind of shape. And I can also hollow out this more. But we'll see when we get there. Okay, now for the risky part. Very thin, so it's not gonna ooze. And we smush it in. Smush it real good. Hollow like bird bones. Yeah, exactly. Which is why you shouldn't feed them to your pets. No chicken bones for pets. Okay. Getting decently far on this though. Okay, now I do the last little part. I'm gonna squish it a little bit so that it'll turn up. And just bend it the other way so that I don't have to put my hands on it. Ha ha ha! We're getting smarter with this, guys. No burning. Yeah, my markers turned my hands blue though. So I'm kind of worried that I'm gonna look at my face in the mirror and it's gonna be just all blue. Just all over my face. That would be pretty bad. Yes, wouldn't you just love some blue in your food? Show the stream to confirm. Yeah, see? I got blue hand all over my fingers, especially on my thumb. It's okay. Okay, next piece. Let's cut this flat first. And then I want this to have triangles are hard. Mom, I can't do geometry. Just kind of winging it. That's too much. Oh no, I'm not showing my face. I don't like the look of my face, so I'd rather not have it on camera forever. Like, I could measure the triangle, or I could just wing it and just continuously trim it ever so slightly every time, because I feel like that's more fun. I'm just kind of jam it in here. It's ever so slightly too big, but I think that might actually help in keeping it like stiff. So I'm gonna just go with it. Side. Rocking your head to the music. Nice lo-fi beats. It's going great. Okay, that's on there pretty good. So we'll do that next one. Be very, very careful. You have bangs that go past your shoulders? That doesn't... I don't think that's bangs anymore. I think that's just like layers. So the bangs that I cut this morning, they're like just past my cheekbones. They're like curtain bangs. Straight out of the 70s. Because they're supposed to be really good with curly hair, and you can just kind of brush them aside and then they're style, and you don't have to like keep straightening them every day. There we go. Nice. Now the last side of the triangle. And then we'll do the back. Like emo bangs. Yeah, my sister had those a long time ago, where it's like they're over your eyes, and then you have like the long strands that go up beside your ears. Yeah, and she always dyed them like raccoon tails. I always had short hair in school. Because nobody really knew how to take care of curly hair, so the solution was to just cut it off. Come on, dog hair. Which nobody ever told me growing up that I do not look good with short hair. So I just kind of was ugly for my whole life. I mean, I still am, so, you know, there's that. But it is what it is. Oh, hey, that almost fits. Look at that. Cut that in a basic triangle. That side fits the best. You don't know that. Go a little smaller. I don't think you can tell how somebody looks just by the sound of their voice. That seems strange. I didn't say creepy, I said strange. Yes, you did say that. Look at you. It's okay. Okay. I'm getting somewhere. We're almost there on this. That fits really well. And I'll glue the bottom. Sausage head. Yeah, pretty much. It looks good once all the pieces are together, though. So I'm not following the tutorial this time, but I did look at it before. So I pretty much know what I'm doing, just it's all kind of all over the place. I'm doing it from memory. I don't even know what your profile picture is, I'll be honest. Like, I can see it's got a lot of blue, but that's about it. But I'm also very colorblind, so it do be like that. Sometimes you just can't see things. Yeah, well, you say it's a lot of purple, but I can't see purple, so it's that's an issue. Full body picture of it. Was it like your character then? Did you draw it? That's got a very deja vu moment right there. I don't know why. Do you ever have that happen where it's like you dream of a really boring scenario or just like something really normal, and then like years or months later the same thing that happened in your dream happens in real life? Yeah, I get that a lot. I just had that for a second. I feel like I've had this conversation. So that's interesting. It's always like the most boring scenarios too. Like it's never like lottery numbers or something that's gonna change your life. It's like, I told my friend that they're taking the X-Files off of Netflix in this one specific room. And now I'm cursed to remember it forever. Ouch, ouch, ah! That's not good. Owies. You could. Or you could put it in the art channel on Zoom server. Then everybody could see it. Oh, you don't want everybody to see it? That's okay. It can stay little then. Or maybe that's not what you're saying oh no to. Who knows? I did just burn my fingers though. It's okay. We'll just pretend that Zoom's not here anymore. He shouldn't be here anymore. It's fine. It didn't burn that bad. It wasn't terribly hot, so. Okay, I need a little bit more of the thin foam. And then I'll be done with the head. The top of the head, anyways. Cut out a nice triangle, and that triangle is not big enough. Alright. Cut out another triangle. I'm gonna cut a square this time. Make sure I get it right. There we go, that'll cover it. Make sure we get the angles right. Ooh, tearing down your Minecraft base? What kind of materials are you using? It's okay, I don't mind if people are quiet anyways. It's not like I'm doing a whole lot anyways. So, we're just chilling. So I always like using dark oak. Nice. Posted an art channel. That's what it's there for. Okay, give me a sec to finish this one and then I'll go and look at it. Okay. So that means we have 2 viewers, and we know that it's Esther and Fufu, which means that Zoom is no longer here and we can talk about him now, if we wanted to. No. Because I moved from Arkansas to be about 10 minutes away from him. Of course, I never told him that I did have another job offer in Austin at the school that I wanted to go to. But I turned it down because I'd rather be close to friends than be further away and have nobody. Which I think was a good choice. She's really nice to be around. Make a Zoom chocolate bar? Would it have, like, his little weird smiley face from Discord on it? That thing's fun. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's just like a little white smiley. It's very cute. Oh. Well, that was interesting. Are we still here? Camera focus? Please? I guess that's good enough. The camera is not wanting to focus at all. Hello, welcome back. My laptop decided to just take a dump. So that's fun. careful. This is all still hot. There we go. Yeah, I'm not very good at using OBS. Sometimes it just like disconnects. Uh-oh. I think my laptop might be starting to get too hot. I'll probably need to end soon so that it'll cool down. We're so close to finishing this though. Only a few more pieces I need to glue on. We'll try and tough it out, but if it does it too many more times, I might just end. Pour water on my laptop. No! I got this laptop specifically because it has a touch screen. So it's like a giant drawing tablet, basically. I do all kinds of art on it, and it's fun. Okay, do not touch that. That'll be very hot. Okay, we're almost done. No data. Disconnected again. Please. Mom! Mom, it's being weird again. Is it even going? Maybe? Tech mod pack. She's not doing much aesthetically, just a chunk of line, perfectly flat plane. Stone slabs. See, what I always suggest for people anytime that I see buildings is you always want to break up your textures. It doesn't matter what you break it up with, as long as you're breaking it up. Okay. So, we're getting there. And I think the next step would be to glue on the eyebrows, which I know is a tricky thing to glue on. Tilt this up a little. The stream is struggling. Oh my gosh. There. Oof. Well, this is interesting. It doesn't... I feel like it's too thin down here. But I also know that I'm going to be cutting the eyes bigger because they have to fit these in there. So it'll be like that. Oh, I see. I see an issue. Look at that. Okay, I think I'm gonna glue on the eye, or no, the eyebrow, and then later on, when we decide what angle we want the eyes at, then I'll cut it down to fit. But until then, I'm not gonna mess with it. Because I don't want to cut too much and then it winds up being, that's not where we want it. Okay, then I'll have to go and rip the ears off of the other head to be able to put it on this one. I feel like we are too far that way. Let me adjust my camera some. You can almost see me. go. Nice. Since we're working higher up, I'll move it up higher. You don't really need to see the salt lamp, so... But you can see the room. The bears are making drugs out of children. What? What is happening? Y'all are wild. Uh-oh. There we go. Keep that here. There we go. Children with tetanus. Tetanus is, like, kind of deadly, isn't it? Okay. Whoop, that's getting caught on my foot. Let's actually flip this on its side. I feel like it's dangerous to do it like that. It's Rust. Like the game, or are we talking about something different? There we go. Well, yeah, I know it causes tetanus. But, like, I'm pretty sure one of the symptoms of it is, like, lockjaw. Which seems pretty intense for being just poked by something rusty. Which, my dad used to be in the military, and I guess there, every time you get poked by something metal or cut, they give you a tetanus shot. So now he's allergic to them because they gave him so many tetanus shots. I think that's crazy. Okay, that's staying kind of well. We'll leave it there for now and not pull on it though. Push down on that one. Oops, don't burn my computer. That would be bad. Okay, I forgot to put the eyebrow beads on. Developing allergies to things is weird. Well, I mean, it happens all the time. Like, whenever you get too much exposure to something, you can become allergic. Or whenever you have a change in your hormones. Like, my sister became allergic to strawberries after she had her first kid. Well, that didn't stay very well. I think it just depends, because, like, if you were already allergic to something, and then you have a whole bunch of exposure to it, then you would gain resistance. But if you're, like, not allergic to it, and then you just, like, bomb your system with it, your immune system might decide to just be like, nah, fuck this, and decide to be allergic to it. Because I read something earlier today about how, like, once your immune system finds out that you have eyes, it'll attack your eyes. Which I think that's crazy. This is really not wanting to stay on here. These are being really difficult. But I don't want to glue them on too securely, because I know I'm going to have to cut them down later, and I don't want to have to, you know, cut through a whole bunch of glue. Yeah, don't let the immune system know that we can see, or else it's going to make it so you can't see anymore. I'm thinking about Zoom again. So I always like to talk about him. He's really cool. Immunoprivileged. Image. I don't think I'm in love with anybody. He's just a cool person. He helps me a lot. Like, I think since I moved to be so close to him, this is like the most stable my mental health has ever been. I actually am Ace, but not Arrow. So I got the flag on my wall too. You can kind of see it. I don't know, it just takes me a lot of time to be able to get connected to anybody. So it's like very hard for me to form any kind of connection at all with people, like platonic or otherwise. Because it was like when I first met Zoom, we went to TFF like 2 or 3 years ago. I think almost 3 now. But he tried to shake my hand. He actually succeeded in shaking Bronze's hand, but I was not. I would not even touch him. And he tried to give me a fist bump. Would not do that either. I just did not want to be touched. And now he's over here all the time, and I'm willing to touch him enough to make a duct tape dummy. So there's that. And then I got like really, really sick the other week, a couple weeks ago. And he held my hand, and it was so sweet, because I was in a lot of pain. And I think I would have just, probably would not have made it if I had had to do that on my own. This is not sticking, and I hate it here. I'm gonna have to come back to that later, because it's not doing what I want it to do. Well, you can glue the cheeks on, though. I feel like these aren't right either. So I feel like these go this way. But then that's also going to be in the way of the eyes. So I think I'm going to keep them out a little bit, and then later on, when I do eventually cut the eyes to be in there, then anything that's not there, I can just add some more foam in instead of having to cut it away. Yeah, Zoom helps me a lot, and he drives me to all my doctor's appointments and helps me out with stuff. And I'm a weakling, so I can't like carry the dog food up the stairs, so he'll do that for me. am really nervous about this though, because I don't know what angle I'm gonna have the eyes at, because I know it's not gonna be like that, because then the eyes that's inside of it is like weird, you know? So I feel like that eye should be vertical. But I also don't know how I feel about them being so close together like that. Get that out of the way. See? I don't know how I feel about that. I'm waiting for it to show up on the camera so I can see it from a different angle, and maybe it'll be better that way. I hate my face being on camera. Look at that. Fuck you. Blech. Yeah, I don't know. I might wait until later and see what I think about it tomorrow. But I can get this to stay down now and glue on the eyebrow beams. This takes so much glue. Yeah, no glue on my face, so that's a plus. It won't stay glued. Just stay together. You're supposed to be there. Yeah, I've been rubbing my eyes though, so I was really worried I was gonna have just glue all over my face. Yeah, there's many people who did think that me and Zoom were dating, though. Hot cocoa flavored Hershey Kiss. Oh, it's almost Valentine's Day, so they had the strawberry ones out again, which are really good if you've never had them before, because they have like little bits of like ice cream cone in them, so they're so good. But I just like strawberry flavored anything. Which I tried like actual strawberries for the first time in a very long time the other day, and they were so gross. Yes, waffle cones. You're correct. But like I'm pretty sure it's because strawberries are out of season at the moment, but they were gross and I did not like them. They were really just tasted like nothing. But I love strawberry flavored things, which is the weird part. I also love strawberry scented things. Like whenever I graduated from college, I really wanted this thing from Build-A-Bear, and it's like a longhorn. I did look at it. It's really cool. It's very fancy. And you drew it yourself, right? Which makes it even better. And so what I assume at the top is like antenna, and you got what, 2 arms and 2 legs, or 2 sets of arms. So it's supposed to be almost like a bug. It's super cool. Yeah, I assumed the strawberries were flavorless because they are out of season, but I'll try again in the spring and see if I can't get some from like a farmer's market, so they'll be extra fresh. What time is it? Oh, it's only 3. You don't need out yet, Bagel. See if I can't let go of it and it'll stay this time. Maybe? Moth strawberries. But yeah, because I got a gift from one of my friends that was a strawberry scented, like, longhorn cow. Which, at the time, I didn't live in Texas, so they didn't sell them in Arkansas. So I had to get one of my friends to go and find it. And she went to like 4 different Build-A-Bears to find this cow for me. Oh, you're in a different time zone. Crazy. Okay, it's looking pretty good so far, though. No, I'm in Central, and it is 3:21. Typo. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. So all we got left is to glue the cheeks on. But I think I want to figure out the eye situation before I glue those on. It's okay, I believe you. And then now that I'm looking at it, I think my muzzle is too flat on the sides here. Like, that's really, really flat. I think that's too much. Which, I was gonna wait until I got the cheek pieces up here, so then I can see how far I could bring it in on the sides. But we can start looking at the eyes now, though. So I'm thinking having it at a curve, kind of like that. So not like, you know, there's like this little oval in here, and I think having it completely vertical would be too much, so having it at a slight tilt would be about right. But I do need to cut this hole bigger regardless, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just a little. And cut out a tiny little bit of this eyebrow. Just a little. We do need these to fit in here somehow. Okay. So that kind of fits in there now. I should probably turn it towards you guys, huh? I think I need to wait on this and think it over and not rush into it. But that's pretty close to where I would want it to be, I think. And then I would have this up like that. Yeah. I'm not going to commit to any of this now. So I think I need to think about it. But the only other thing that would be left to glue is the eyebrow beans, but I think that's also something where the positioning of the eyebrow is going to depend on where the eye winds up being. So like, if it's there, I probably would put this up here then. You know? So, I'm gonna wait, and we'll be done with this for now. So, I've been going for almost 4 hours though, so let's see. Is anybody else streaming today? Oh, okay, hello. That's not what I wanted. Purple doesn't stream until 7. Well, I guess you guys can wait until 7. And then you can go watch his stream. Jar of Pothos. Oh, I used to have a Pothos. I had it for like 7 years, and then I went off to college, and I came back and it was dead. My mom had killed it. She kills like every plant she touches, though. It was huge too. It was like wrapping all around my room. Okay. But I think that's gonna do it on this for today, because I'm gonna have to think about what I want to do with the eyes. Spider grass and a dragon fruit cactus. That's cool. Okay, let's start cleaning up some stuff. Unplug the glue before I burn myself on it. I'm gonna have to buy some more glue before the next time I'm doing stuff. Especially whenever I get to purple suit. So I'm gonna have to buy some more foam for that, I know. Because it'll need the calf and the thigh padding. And I need to buy duct tape for that. And padding that goes inside of the duct tape dummy. Which is something else that I'll be working on stream is Purple ordered a whole fursuit. So it'll be like the body and the feet that I'm working on for him. So, okay. But, however, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream so that I can run to the store and get some stuff and continue to think about eye positions while not actually doing anything, because I don't want to, you know, mess shit up. That would be bad. Bye! Have fun!